Hey guys! Welcome back to my Let's Play of Jade Empire. This is Kat. And when we last left off, we were talking to a dude. I can't remember his name. But we're going to be talking to more people today. So let's leave this douchebag for last. And let's go talk to this guy over here. This is the guy we sparred with when we first came in. I'll have a few things to say. So, yeah, let's go ahead and talk to him.
Always good to see you wandering the school. You're the best among us, after all. So it makes everyone train a little harder when you're around. The tricky part is making sure we're emulating you, not hoping to take you down a peg. You should think carefully before bruising the tender egos around here. Oh, did I tell you to see Master Lee when you have a chance? I'm not taking the blame if you forget.
Okay, looks like he doesn't want to talk to us right now anyway. Or, period. I think the girl in there is somebody we do want to talk to. That's the other trainer, but, let's go. Actually, I'm going to introduce this really fast, because we will see these throughout the game, and it's a scroll stand. I can't really remember what it does, but they're good, and they're good to, well, raid and do stuff with, so. Let me just read through this really fast. Okay. Well, you guys can read this if you want. It just tells you a little bit about the harmonic combinations, which we'll get into later, or not at all, who knows. But, when you read those, it gives you experience points, so that's always good. And, yeah, this is just stuff. But all these give you experience, which we want and need in a game like this. So, I think there's one more over here. Don't want to get too close to that asshole. And honestly, I highly recommend you guys pausing this when I bring these up and reading it, because it will give you the full impact of the game when you do read these. So, but I just don't want to take the little time that we do have to share this with you, reading this to you, because I read a little slowly, so. But I need them for the XP, so we're going to keep doing that. There might be another one. I'm not too positive. Yeah, there's one over there. We'll just sneak around. No, I can't. We'll go over there later and get that one. But let's go ahead and talk to Smiling Mountain here.
I thought Master Lee would have your attention for the rest of the day. It is good to see you. I know you haven't had much time for simple sparring. It is too bad. Your fellow students benefit from your experience. A strong opponent is the best trainer.
Okay, that guy in the background is loud.
I am charged with giving whatever instruction I can, but my insights deal more with the philosophy of combat than the skills themselves. Master Lee is very strict about what is taught here, because martial skill is a pathway to great power, and that holds certain risks. It is not just good over evil. Few things in life are that simple. The common way to say it is, do you follow the way of the open palm or the closed fist?
Now, this is really important, because the way of the open palm is more... It's the game's version of good, whereas the closed fist is the game's version of evil. There isn't really good and evil in here, like he said. It's just people who are closed fists are more prone to being aggressive and doing evil things, whereas the people who follow the way of the open palm are more, well, he'll tell you about it, so I don't need to tell you about it. So, I'll go with the open palm first, which is the way our girl's going to be hopefully heading towards.
A term for the high path, or perhaps the way of restraint and harmony. Many aspire to it, but few achieve it. It is a path of resisting tyranny. Of course, the source of that tyranny varies. It is just as dangerous coming from without as within. Tyranny from external sources is easy to find and fight. Defending those who cannot defend themselves is a reasonable example. But when your abilities are so much greater than those around you, there is the temptation to set everything right by might alone. That is tyranny from within. True, but that can become a convenient excuse. Eventually you may decide that even direct violence is too inefficient for someone of your strength. It is a small leap from there to enforcing your will so that the crime never takes place. Suddenly you are the oppressor, when all you wanted to do was make things right. This way of the open palm is not without its hidden dangers, despite the best of intentions. It is the low path, the way of aggression and discord, a misunderstood path often misused by those who wish to justify a thuggish nature. It is not as simple as crushing your enemies or as mindless as terrorizing the weak. It is a mindset born of impatience, of imposing your will. An evil man might ignore a plea for help because he does not care, but that shows a disconnection with the world. That is not part of the way. A man on the low path might also ignore that plea, but he would do so because that person should demonstrate they are fit to survive on their own.
I do kind of like that idea. I mean, you know, it's the way of the low path, but it's also saying, I'm not going to help you because I don't care, or I hope you die, as much as it's, I'm not going to help you because you need to help yourself, which is a good idea to have, but obviously if somebody needs help to the point where they're asking for it, unless they're like beggars or something, which we will encounter stuff like that, then having them do it themselves, you know, the whole teach man to fish thing.
The difference is in the details. That same man might help if the odds are unreasonable. He might also do it to incur favor. There is thought in his actions. He is not a mindless killer, but he may let strength decide what course is best. That is why it is a dangerous path. It can so easily be misinterpreted. You are the sum of your actions. The harmony or discord that you sow will weigh on your shoulders as surely as any physical yoke. But there can be advantages. Certain forms of attack inherently lean toward one extreme or the other. They have a rhythm that resonates within you. You may find that some attacks perform better if you are more intent on causing discord. How you use this is for you to discover and decide.
Okay, so those are the open palm and the closed fists.
I am charged with giving whatever instruction I can, but my insights deal more with the philosophy of combat than the skills themselves.
He also offers training.
Who are you interested in?
And we can talk to him about all these guys too. But let's find out about him first.
If you wish, but only introspection reveals true insight. I used to call the trading center of Phoenix Gate my home, but I am settled here. I have nothing to go back to. It is not important. Suffice to say that I prefer this little village to the temptations of a greater city. Enough about me. What else can I do for you? It has been several years since I arrived in Two Rivers. I was surprised to find a teacher of Master Lee's ability so far out on the borderlands. It was a fortuitous accident. I have studied the martial arts all my life, and serve your master as I am able. He is devoted to your training, and needs someone to assist the other students. I am
Sorry, he just says the same thing again, so I'm gonna skip over that.
Who are you interested in?
Let's learn more about Dawnstar because she will be our traveling partner throughout this game. So,
Only what she lets me know. A very private woman, despite spending so long in the school. You probably know her as well as anyone does. She has great skill, but a reluctance to use it. If she were to let go, she could be very powerful. Perhaps that is what she fears.
and let's hear about the guy that hates us.
I'd rather not. He is impatiently traveling the low path, and I long ago abandoned him to it. He is reckless, and he neither seeks nor wants my guidance. As young as he is, Gao has impressive skill. Master Li has tried to restrain him, but I know how far he has gone. He wields powerful energies, but has the temper of a child. Master Li has taught the base of such techniques to you and others. Mastering Qi is important for any student here, but he also demands control. Gao's father most likely tutored him. By all that I have heard, both are impatient and spoiled. They can be provoked into explosive outbursts.
Okay, and finally, Master Lee.
Master Li is a private man, and I will not presume to speak for him. His interest in you surpasses the care of any master I have known. He must see great potential in you.
Alright, and I think we'll go ahead and be done with him.
I am charged.
All that's left is just the additional training that he sells, which we'll get into a little bit later. So for now, we'll just be done with him,
I am here if you need anything.
and we'll move on to the next person, which will probably be the girl in there that's fighting. And then we'll go to Gao and then Master Lee. So it's going to be a couple more episodes of just walking around and talking, so bear with me, people. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys next time. See ya!